Hi, and welcome to my brief roundup of what's been happening and is happening here at the 606 Club. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, despite the weather, we did go ahead with the All Fired Up gig last Wednesday. 12 musicians and around 60 people battled their way to hear a fabulous gig, well up to AFU standards. A big thank you to everyone, musicians and audience alike, who went the extra mile to make it all happen. And for those of you who understandably missed it, the next AFU gig is slated for Wednesday the 2nd of May, so you might want to make a note of that. And a last call for the Gwynham Simcock Joe Locke gig this evening, which now features a special guest saxophonist. It's very busy now, but still some room left. Coming up in the next few days, singer-songwriter Sarah Gillespie is with us on Thursday. Sarah's jazz-influenced music combined with her insightful and often witty lyrics make her a standout artist in the somewhat overcrowded singer-songwriter genre. A unique artist with a powerful voice and a humour to match, this is a really impressive gig from a very old friend of the club. Friday sees our regular slice of classic funk groove from the appropriately named 7-piece Rettenbachers Funkestra, which features the vocals of the young and very talented Helena May. Saturday we have one of the UK's finest modern jazz sax players, Dave O'Higgins, and as I mentioned last week, on Sunday we have a special Mother's Day double bill with singer-trumpeter Pete Horsfall from the mainstream band Kansas Smitties with his own quartet performing a set of classic jazz standards from the 30s and 40s. And then in the evening, the charismatic ex-US Marine Bruce Mississippi Johnson with his jazz set, performing some slightly more contemporary material with the help of a stellar band that includes award-winning saxophonist Ed Jones. So, if you want to impress your mum, 2 great gigs to choose from. On Monday, as I mentioned last week, we have the brilliant internationally acclaimed US saxophonist Chris Cheek, and Tuesday sees the return of one of my favourite singers, Caroline Loftus, gorgeous voice and personality to match. Gigs to watch out for. Drummer Jeremy Stacey will be here on Thursday the 22nd with his jazz quartet. Jeremy's pretty special, having worked with US star Sheryl Crow for more than 8 years before touring with his friend Noel Gallagher's band High Flying Birds, and is now one of the 2 drummers with the iconic King Crimson. And as well as the quartet, Jeremy will also be back in early April with his 14-piece tribute to Steely Dan, which features some of the finest studio musicians in the country. If you like the aforementioned AFU, you'll love this. And finally, my old friend, 606 favourite and one of the greatest vocalists in Europe, the brilliant Leanne Carroll, will be back on Sunday the 25th. One reviewer said of her that she seemed to be made out of music, and I wouldn't argue with that. That's it. Thanks, and see you at the 6.